Hello everyone, this is Xander Turon, and we are back with Random Cast. In this game, or in this battle, on the blue team we have Ronin / iceman, I'm not sure the exact nature of his name. With that's the South Korean command, though I think we've seen Ronin in I think in the last episode. I have to double check that anyway. Or it could be something, no, it wasn't the last episode. I'm pretty sure we've seen him before. So this could be like blue dragons, or it could be a mixed blue, like blue mech. Take a close look at it. Yeah, it's just a command jeep, so can't really tell. And on the red team, we have USA shot themselves in the foot, which is just DuroSVK with a different name. Anyway, let's see what's happening. Just zoom all the way out. Yep. Yep. MD Jupiter. So yeah, Ronin / Iceman, whatever. The Major General. The modern Major General, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, definitely using blue mech, I'm going to say. This is going to be Eastern Bloc. I'm presuming it's just going to be General. Just let everybody deploy. So you got VLRS, probably Commandos Para. Got M113A1G, which I think that's going to be Milan 2s, I think. Alright. I also have AMX-13 VTT. That's going to be that's the French one, I do believe. Well, Netherlands also uses the same APC. But I think that's good. If it's the Netherlands, is going to be a Stinger A, if I recall correctly, and if it's French, it's going to be the Mistral. Can't remember if the Mistral's prototyped or not. Alright, got Ronin 3 on the AMX-30, so that's the French one. Got some M36s. Got FV432, that's going to be Fusilier 90, more Commando Para. Oh, come on. And Magak 6-Bet Gal. Magak? Anyway, it's the fancy M60 that Israel has. Yep, more Commando Para. M113, A130, that's probably Commandos in there. Makava 2A, that's going to be Rovier. Roviet, I can't remember how it's supposed to be pronounced. The Rovier 890, that's the Israeli line infantry. M36s, FV432. So it looks like Ronin's going to be doing two separate pushes by the looks of it. He's going to be sending these guys probably down here, or probably in these forests here between Charlie and Foxtrot, I'm guessing. And then this one is going to go into Golf. He has mechanized, so he's going to be a slightly slower deck with the slightly slower forest with the tracks. So he probably won't only be able to get this far into Golf. You have to wait and see. All right, battle started. Anyway, so yep, looks like you got it's probably LSTR in there. But it's the Czech one, isn't it? Yeah, so not sure what kind of Czech infantry is going to be in there. Got Recon, that's probably Czech. Could be Special Diagnoki or Special Diagnoki, something like that. Anyway, oh yeah, MX-13 VTT. What is it? That's French. So yeah, it's going to be the Mistral. Alright, so we got some guys on the Bravo side of the river. Then check to see how many commands. Looks like, yep, they're both doing a one command start. Let's see, SPW 50 PK is going here, probably just to drop some infantry off to act as a picket on the rear part of Bravo, or the south part, the bottom part, however you want to look at it. Alright, that's going to be the grenade launcher, do you believe? Yep. The Granulets, the AGS-17. Okay. Alright. So let's see, where's everybody going? So they both stopped short of each other in and around Golf, so it looks like we probably have an engagement between the forests here. Ronin's temporarily forgotten about these guys, but luckily he's not moving them into cover, so if they get caught in the open, that could be trouble for them. He's got a pretty significant, or not pretty significant, he has some force moving in. That's one armor, isn't it? Yep. Well, gotta puff out. Probably checking for any helicopter shenanigans coming along the bottom, I presume, or it's just out, because it's only good optics from that, if I recall correctly. Yep, air detection's only good. Nope, we got contact here. Moto shoots in, engaging Fusilier 90 and FV432 transports. However, these guys are pretty outnumbered down here, so they're not going to last very long. Once the Makava gets into the fight, that could change things up. No, that's not the super fancy, that's just the kind of fancy M60. I was thinking of the 100.1, but that's prototyped. Nope, Karnas is out. Not a lot of AA going after it. Gets a good hit into the forces there. So a lot of units are dead. And it gets shot down. It's like the Sopel and Osa were all shooting at it. I think LSTR took a shot at it. These guys took a shot at it. Yeah, a lot of ground fire. LSTR-40 are pretty potent. Though they're better against helicopters, obviously, than airplanes. These guys are getting pretty chewed up, though, by the Fusiliers and M36s. Yep, Milan 2. Alright, LSTR moving in. Oh, Vidra engaging. With its kind of underwhelming autocannon. I think, well, apparently it's like, apparently the autocannon, the VK-30 that Czechoslovakia has, shoots a pretty big round and could probably be worth 3 AP in game, but I'm gonna let other people make that call, not me. I just thought I'd bring it up. Because you don't actually see the Vidra that often. Let's see, how does it carry? Yeah, the basic, the Czechoslovakian line of street, they only have 75, though they don't have the upgraded 85 or 90s version. So I stuck with the RPG 75, which is not bad for a 75 infantry, 75 era line infantry launcher, but it's not good, it's just okay. It's basically like an M72A4 with 1 less AP. There you go, that's the best way to put it. Alright. Alright, so was it? So Duro has brought out a command for Echo, so it's giving him +2 points. He's had it for a bit now, so he has 73 points to Ronin's 0. M36s are running low on fuel. So yeah, Ronin has definitely gotten a very good position here in Gulf. That's firmly under his control. As for Foxtrot, he has decent control over the bottom part of it, while Duro does not have it. He does not have a lot of stuff in the top of Foxtrot, but it's something. Like Ronin could not really push through or take all of Foxtrot particularly easily. He might be able to do it, but he need to bring some more forces. Looks like he's sending in some Commandos 90, trying to engage the forces in here. Don't know how well that'll work out for him, though. Oh, it does still. Ronin does have Milan F2 and Commandos Para, presumably to spot for the Milans. However, the Commandos are kind of deep into the forest, so they won't be spawning too much over in here. And alright, so Ronin did bring out command infantry for Charlie, which is equal to points, so USA shot themselves in the foot. Is at what should we call it? It's at 93. There you go. I can read numbers off a screen. But DuroSVK is bringing out a command Jeep, or a Führungs UAZ, however that's supposed to be pronounced, for Bravo, and that's now giving him +1. Alright, so Ronin's bringing out command infantry for Golf, which will equalize the points. Also bringing out a couple of Milan 2 teams. Yeah, I find the Milan 2 teams work pretty well in mechanized decks, just because you can upvet them so they have workable accuracy and still have a decent quantity of them to use. And, you know, they're still at a fairly reasonable price. Like, what, they're 20 points, I think? Yep, 20 points. So 45% accuracy is not great, but that 24 AP power is pretty significant. You don't want to ignore that. And combine that with, and they also have the 2400 or 2500 meter range, which is not great, but it's also not bad. They can engage tanks outside of gun range. However, it doesn't take very long for the tank to cross the distance between the two. That's why ATGM infantry are better than ATGM vehicles, just because ATGM infantry have very good stealth, which makes them very hard to spot, albeit they generally die in like to 1 or 2 tank shots, depending on if they're in a forest or in a building, as well as the HE on the tank or whatever it is that's shooting at them. Anyway, what else is there for me to talk about? Not a whole lot happening. Looks like both sides are preparing for some sort of engagement here in and around Golf and Foxtrot. Ronin is bringing in a command jeep for Foxtrot, which will give him +1 point acquisition. Yeah, in my opinion, I say that the Delta side of held in a very small place has the advantage in Foxtrot. Mostly on account of the fact that there's a lot of decent places where you can hide your commands in Foxtrot, while in Well, if you're on the Alpha side, you don't really have a lot of places where you can hide. You generally either hide it in this corner here where it will get bombed, or you could try and hide it over here where it's going to be more vulnerable to flanking maneuvers, just because Delta has better access to Golf. Okay. Anyway, speaking of which, Ronin is doing a nice little push through into the top of Foxtrot. He's taken out some Vidra 2s, but now he's about to be engaged by T-72. Is that the 55.1? No, it's the 45.1. And there's that 45% accuracy working on you. And there's the Motostrelchi getting shot up. And what's these things have 2 armor? Yep, 2 armor on the front, so they do take a little bit of time to die. Or they take 2 shots from a T-72 or from a RPG 15, whatever those guys have. I don't know, what is it? RPG 75, there we go. Alright, so yeah, it looks like Ronin is definitely going to be forcing Duro out of Foxtrot for the time being. Now it also looks like this might be preempting his attack, Duro's attack into Golf. He's putting a lot of smoke out. He's got 3 prams. Alright, Commando's pair are gonna go down. Yep, they're down. Commandos are still moving up. And then let's not forget about that Magok. Those pair of Magoks, which just wiped out the T-72. Now the LST are going at it with the Commandos. They're also shooting at the Magoks. They've one-shotted the first one. Are they going to be able to do the same to the second? Oh, and the Prams are equalizing the fight between the LSTR and the Commandos. Yep, Commandos between the LSTR-40 and the Prams get defeated, and the Magok is pulling back. It hasn't taken any damage, but it is panicked. And these guys have used up all but one ammunition. AH-1S out. Which one's that? That's the Japanese one. Alright, so... push seems to be working for now. Duro has gone some special Notki 90 into the buildings here, so I'm going to be doing some spotting. And he's managed to get a foothold into the trees here. And the prams are absolutely wrecking these commandos. Now the McGonks is a 3-stack when moving out. Take a hit from something. I think it's a T-72M1 Wilk. Which I think, yeah, it's 85 point versus that. So yeah, one-on-one the Wilks will win, but the Wilks were outnumbered 3-2. I've got this guy trying to do some work. Though he's being pretty cautious with it. He's probably worried about either the OSA AK here, which is not great against helicopters. It's better against planes, but don't want to ignore that. No, Sopel. There you go. Sopel takes out the H-1S. That's something you should be worried about. It's has no radar, so it's not great against helicopters or planes, but it has sufficient range where if you can, especially you can ambush the helicopters with them. Alright, Makava 2A is doing some work on some infantry. It's a pretty tough tank. Fusilier is 90 moving out of the open. Took out a BMP 1 with their Law 80. Will they do it again? Nope, they miss. And T-72M1 Wilk is doing putting a lot of hurt onto them. They're pretty low. They're taking fire. Yeah, there's one down. Alright, this Makava 2A shifting into Foxtrot. Not sure where he's going to try and put it. Alright. Yeah, it looks like Ronin is trying to pull back some of his forces in Gulf. Oh. Command T-72 coming out. Is that the East? That's the Polish one. Yeah. Anyway, coming out for Foxtrot. So that's going to equalize the point acquisition. Duro currently has 123 points to Ronin's 74. Net points are now equal. And this is just kind of a small, poorly coordinated push, so it's really not going to achieve much, especially once the prams start shooting. Lots of infantry. It looks like we got some. What was it? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be some moto shoots in along with some grenadiomets. That's going to be a pretty potent combination, at least against infantry. Not so much against vehicles, unless the grenade launchers can perma-stun them. Got some motor shoots is acting as a picket across the top of the map here. What else? Duro is moving some of his forces here in Bravo. I don't know if he's aware of the presence of this small group of units here, or if he's just pushing across to try and secure this part here. See if he can do some clever flanking into Charlie or even Delta. But no matter what, he is going to have to cross bridges, which can be quite annoying to cross. Yeah, so this push here is being pushed back. It's being beaten back. And yeah, I'd say that Duro's in a pretty good position to secure at least this rough half of Gulf. He's got a lot of forces, and Ronin does not have a lot with which to stop him. Biggest threat here is probably the Makava 2As, just because of the grenade launcher on him. And combination of the grenade launcher and 18 frontal armor. Or of course, if you want to, you could just, side shot him. Oh. NSTR-40 have discovered the group here. They took out the Milan and the vehicle that was there. I think it was just an M113. And now they're engaging the Commando Spera and are wrecking them pretty hard. Because as we all know, carbines give you more firepower than a machine gun. all jokes aside, oh, MiG-29 is out. That's the Polish one. Yep, Polish. Alright, that's happening here. Alright, so the Makava 2As, and looks like the Magok 6s as well are shifting down to Foxtrot. Looks like Ronin might try an armored push. Commandos 90 took a hit from the OT-62Bs with their recoilless rifles. It's not a good recoilless rifle at all, but I guess it works in a pinch. And now they're engaging the LSTR-40 and won't, yeah, they're gone. Alright, Command T-72 coming out. I'm going to guess that is for golf. Alright, yeah, that's a lot of tanks that Ronin's trying to force through into the top of golf. I'm not sure how well they're going to do, however. Oh, wait. Duro has not turned off the gun on his command tank here, so if it sees those guys, it's going to try to shoot them, and that will give its position away. And while it's pretty tough, it's not tough enough. Alright, so these guys engaging, they're getting shot up. Yeah, they're taking out the grenadiers. That's 4 Makava 2As, that's a lot of grenade launchers. Yep, they gibbed the STR-40. They're now going after the Motoschützen. These guys only have 1 Vampire left, and it takes out a Makava. M113 30-50 is trying to engage Motoschützen. It's not going to end well for it, I presume. It's panicked. These guys are worried. Whatever. Meanwhile here, yep, Motoschützen get finished off. Prams are fine. I don't know if there's HE or smoke. It's HE. Oh, they stun one of the Makavas. Alright, T-72 is defending itself. Oh, it takes 1 hit and 2 hits and it's down. Alright, so point acquisition still equal on account of the fact that Duro did put his T-72, his command T-72 into golf. He actually didn't point it out, but he got some forces through to the top of Foxtrot, and that is forcing Ronin to pull out his command vehicle as well as all of his AA assets to avoid losing them. So what that's done is now is giving Duro his +1 point lead back. Oh, Mi-25 S-24 coming out. Interesting helicopter. It's got, well, first of all, it has Yak B, so it can chew up anything. Because AoE tag OP. Also has 4 240mm rockets. You don't really see these anywhere except on airplanes like the Su-25s. Or the Soviet. The 140.1, I do believe it is. Su-25 that the USSR and Czechoslovakia get. And it also has Fleta ATGMs, which are pretty crap. 35% accuracy, 20% on the move. Oh, FA-18C Hornet out. Not sure what that was supposed to achieve. Puff is out. Not sure what he's doing with that either. Oh, look, he did manage to draw the MiG-29s over the air defense network. And this one's going to be escaping on low or on 4 HP because, you know, reload on the AMX-30 or on the Ronin system is pretty crap. Alright, so these seem to have failed at whatever they're trying to do, mostly because Fletas suck. And yeah, they both got shot up by the M2 Brownings on the Makavas. Su-22 takes out the Rotland. Is that the East German one? Yep. East German one has air-to-air missiles. Oh, Mirage 2000 comes out. It looks like it hit the Su-22 but it did not kill it. And now it's taking ground fire. It took a hit from a LTR-40's Igla, and now it's evacing. Alright. So, yeah. Duro is pushing along the bottom of Golf, while a pair of commandos are pushing along the top. These guys used up all of their RPGs trying to take out an M113, by the looks of it. That's impressive. Anyway, yeah, those Macavas are still there, and they're now getting resupplied. Does this Mi-25 have something to say about it? No, it doesn't. Oh, it looks like it's trying to go after the Moncati. It's taking a lot of ground fire. Oh, yep, they're now firing their rockets. They're not very accurate. Yep, Moncati's getting shot up. It's probably going to explode very soon. Yep, and there it goes. So now these guys are no longer being resupplied. But they're not exactly in bad condition. One's on low health, the other one is not bad. And they still have basically all their ammunition due to the resupply. Oh, Puma HC-1 coming out. Is that SAS? I smell. Mi-24 is moving up. Not sure where they're going. Yep, SAS. These guys getting mortared, so now they're panicked. Or one of them's panicked, the other one's worried. Okay, so yeah, Ronin's regained control of the situation here in Foxtrot. He's put his command back into it, so it's equalized the points, though. Duro's at 173, Ronin's only at 74, so he's going to need to do something to equal out those points. Alright, Motor Shoots are still pushing. Yeah, there goes that. Fusiliers are trying to stop him, but it's not enough. M113's engaging. Commando Para moving in, but they're not going to do much, especially if they're caught in the open like that. AMX-13 VTT is actually getting pretty close to that Furong's UAZ. Depending on the angle which it stumbles upon it, it might be able to engage without that Sopel interfering, whatever you want to say. I mentioned there's a bunch of commandos here that, yeah, all the forces that pushed through here looks like they got wiped out. Didn't notice that. Whoopsies. Anyway, so yeah, Mistrals and Puma, and yep, MX-13 VTT discovered the Furong's UAZ, and it's shooting it up. It's taking a while. It's only a 50 caliber. There you go. Bravo's out, so points are now equal. Yep, because, what is it? Duro's push through Foxtrot here is basically it's succeeded. So now he took out the command infantry in Golf. And he has his command in Golf. I mean, yeah, his command is Golf. So yeah, it's interesting situation. Motor Shoots engaging something, or we're trying to. Oh, KPVT does its job. What else is there? I think this is going for Bravo. If it gets in there, it will give Ronin a +1. However, command infantry coming out in Mi-17 for Bravo as well. However, I don't think those SAS will be able to get into position to shoot down the Mi-17 before it drops off the command infantry. MiG-29 intercepted something I didn't see. It's part of the Mirage 2000 that was flying around. Oh, SAS getting shot up by Motor Shootsen. He spotted the T-72 in Golf. Don't know if he's going to be able to do anything about it. Seer 30's outgoing for the Macavas, I presume. It hits one missile, which damages one pretty badly, but still in the fight. Oh, another Seer coming out. And takes out one Macava. SAS are going for it. They're running, but they're gonna get caught on the open. Yep, they're dead. They're very dead. Alright, so command infantry on the deck. And then once they get into the buildings, that's going to give DuroSVK his +1 back. Yep, there we go. Oh, Mistrals were discovered. They're getting shot by motor shoots, and Puma's trying to help. Though it's not going to end well. Yep, Sopel happens. Anyway, Prams are shooting up something. I think they blew something up, actually, or no. They're just shooting out in the open for funsies, I guess. And yeah. Kurnas flying around, looking for something to shoot, I guess. Oh, he's probably trying to use it to take out the T-72. But I'm guessing he lost line of sight. Or he probably never really had very good line of sight to begin with. He only spotted because he managed to run a Fusilier squad over into here. Oh, Mistral is still kicking him out and getting shot up, and that is game. Ronin surrenders. Alright. Let's break it down. Okay, breaking it down. So, DuroSVK, or as he's currently known as, USA, shot themselves in the foot. Looks like that's a strong opinion right there. Yeah, he was victorious 192 conquest points to 74, with 2,865 kills to 1,565 losses. Battle lasted 28 minutes, and yeah. What to say of the battle? I'd say that it's just Eastern Bloc is a Eastern Bloc General is a very powerful deck, and it has lots of good infantry in it. And then there's Blue Mech. Blue Mechanized. Well, it's not a bad deck. It's a mixed deck, so it's, has only 45 activation points, so you don't have a lot you can do with it. You have to be very picky, and you don't get access to any fancy prototypes or anything like that, so you're limited in your options, and you're limited in what you can take. And yeah, so that's just about the deck. As for the battle itself, I'd say that. Well, what does your say about the battle? Duro seemed to make much better use of fire support. He used his vehicles, used a variety of infantry, got his LCR-40 into good positions to interdict the enemy with. And what else? He was very aggressive. He pushed very hard. Ronin had some good pushes too. Don't get me wrong, he had some good pushes that went. It seemed that Ronin was really relying on just fire support. Like he had his infantry and he had his vehicles, but oftentimes seemed like he wasn't using them together. Or she, I don't know. I'm guessing Ronin's a she. I mean, is a he. Doesn't matter though. Losing my train of thought, going off on a tangent. Oh yeah. Seemed like he oftentimes used his infantry and vehicles separately from each other. And that meant that while he had good infantry and good fire support in his vehicles, it's just, and they can work, fine on their own separately. It's just they work much better together. And what else is there? Yeah. He also did some odd things with his air units. I wasn't quite sure what he's trying to do. And I think that's all I want to say. What else is there? Yeah. I'd say that, despite the nerfs to it over the past basically a year or so, that blue mechanized is still a force to be reckoned with. And a person who knows what they're doing can get a lot done with it. Though I'd say that, yeah, Eastern Bloc is definitely a stronger pick for ranked, at least. And I think that's all I have to say. Yeah, I'm just going to call it here. I'm Xander Chiron, and this was Random Cast episode 4 or whatever. You guys have a lovely day.